Hi everyone, so two things that we are excited about and that we're adding to the Close Quarter Survival app. And firstly, that is the integration of hit factor as a scoring system, and then secondly, it is the connection between your timer and the app, basically between your timer and your phone. And that is just to simplify your sessions on the range and so that you can collect more data as you run the drills without wasting time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you to a screen recording and a voice recording, and you'll see how we're going to collect the data from the timer to the app as we run the drills. So the first thing I need to do is open up the app. Then of course go to the top left hand side corner, settings. You can go to hit factor. You can choose the hit factor as a scoring system, so you can activate it. And then of course you can choose for your powder factor, you can choose minor or major. And then when we go back, we can connect the timer. In this case, I'm going to connect the SG timer. I'm just going to say scan for timers. I'm going to connect, and then we are good to go. So I'm going to go to train all drills, and then in this case I'm going to use the MXAD drill for an example. As you see, when you go into drills, there's going to be a video that's going to explain to you how to execute this drill. There's also going to be a bit of an explanation to show you how to execute it. The MXAD drill basically is 6 shots on 5. It's a bull drill on 5, and then 2 shots on an A zone steel plate, or 2 shots in the A zone on 12. So the part that we want to get to, of course, is lock this drill. So now you can also default your weapon platform. I'm going to run my EDC Glock 43X with a dot today. The setup is going to be my everyday carry setup, and then you can just choose your ammo that you're going to use for the day. All of this you can also default. Then of course I can choose whether I'm going to shoot two-handed, support hand only, weapon hand only, just so that when you record data you have a lot more information. And then, like always, I want you to understand your capability. So you're always gonna basically type in an expected time before you start to execute. And then of course, you're gonna try to execute upon that expected time. So the next thing we need to do is just to run this drill. So I'm just gonna say record, and then you'll see how the time is gonna be transferred from the timer to your phone, and it's gonna do all the recordings for you. Stand by. And that is it. A total time of a 2:57. First shot on target 1:08. Shot number 6 2:06, and then transitioning between 5 and 12, or paper and steel, is a 0.25. And then of course, when we look at the paper target, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 alphas. So 6 alphas, and then of course there was 2 alphas on the steel plate as well, so it's a total of 8 alphas. And then we can just say save results, and then it's going to give me a total time, alphas, Mikes, Charlies, and so on and so forth, all of it, hit factor, and then we can just say done.